let's dedicate a couple of minutes to Big Show Brock Lesnar.
Do we have to?
Yeah, we kind of do. I guess. Cody in the chat stream said, I have to admit I am actually excited to see Lesnar and Big Show. It's been a long time since I've been excited for a Big Show match. Oh, Jesus, ain't that the truth? And you know what? I have no hate whatsoever for the Big Show. I am a huge Big Show fan. He is probably among the top 10 greatest big men in the history of wrestling. I'm a huge fucking, like, if you're one of the people that thinks Andre the Giant is the greatest big man in the history of wrestling, then you basically have to love Big Show, at least on some level. I don't think I'm looking forward to this match. I'll put it that way. As much as I like the Big Show, and I like the Big Show when he's a babyface that takes himself seriously.
Yeah.
Because there's so many times that the Big Show might be a babyface, but he's a fucking goofy babyface that is just like, whatever. He's basically like a bigger Brodus Clay without the fucking dancing. Or he's like a menacing heel for like 2 weeks, and then he's a heel, but nobody takes him seriously.
Right.
And the problem with the Big Show is he's so ADHD that he doesn't know which one he wants to be. He wants to be one for a couple of weeks and then another for the next couple of weeks. And it's like, oh, God. But the way that they're doing it right now is like he's a fan favorite, and he's like sticking up for Mark Henry because Brock Lesnar came out and was like, Heyman was like, nobody can beat me. Mark Henry came out, and Mark Henry got laid out by Lesnar.
He got beaten up.
And then Big Show came out, and Big Show was just like,
I don't like bullies.
Yeah, it's just like, Ryback. He just came out and he was just like, I'm gonna fucking eat you. And that's the Big Show that I like. If he's gonna be a babyface, I want him to be a monster babyface. I want him to be that big menacing dude that he was in WCW. He was mostly a heel then, but still, I want him to be that kind of guy.
Right.
So I mean, the match might be okay. I just have this huge fear that Lesnar's so awkward and Big Show isn't the greatest worker in the ring to begin with, that if this isn't a 5-minute shine, that it's going to be a bad match. That's just kind of the way that I'm leaning towards it. Cody in the stream says, I just want to see the two brawl. It's not going to be a technical clinic. If we could get we saw on Raw, I would be happy. That's fair.
It's not going to be technical whatsoever, and I'm going to call it, this is going to be a Botchamania match.
This is something that we're going to see on Botchamania?
Yep.
You know what? It's got all the makings for it, doesn't it?
Yep.
The only thing it needs is a Sin Cara.
Oh!
Zing! Yeah, fair enough. Who do you got?
Who do I got? Big Show.
Do you really? I'm going to go the other way. I'm going to go Brock.
Really?
Not that I want Brock to win, but I think if we're going to see this, like, everybody's talking about like Brock versus Batista, and that's a possibility down the line. Because Brock and Goldberg was so good, let's do it again. That was fucking terrible. But in any case, apparently Brock and Batista is like the next big match that they're talking about, a big money pay-per-view match. Which, who knows, it might be good. I don't think they can do that if Brock loses to the Big Show.
Why?
Because I think it would be very hard for them to be like, look, this guy lost to the Big Show who hasn't won a pay-per-view match in however long, or a match period in however long. But we're going to put him up against Batista, who could quite possibly win the Rumble. You know what I mean? I would find it hard for them to continue with this, like, Brock is a conqueror that's going to go for the title if he loses to Big Show.
Yeah, but Brock is not a conqueror.
But his T-shirt says he is.
I know. And he sleeps and repeats.
He eats as well.
Yeah.
Eat, sleep, conquer, repeat.
Yep. But every time, I mean, he comes back, he says that he's going for the title, he loses, he leaves, and then he comes back and does the exact same shit.
Well, you know what? That's legit. That's actually a legit criticism.
So, I mean, why not have Big Show win? It's just, it's WWE. it's you know what's probably going to happen.
Well, fair enough.
And plus, I want him to win. I don't like him.
I know you are a registered card carrying member of the We Don't Like Brock Lesnar Club.
I am.
You are not. You're a charter member. Like you're fucking. You're in there. And I'm not as much on that train. I'm not a big Lesnar fan because I just think since he's come back to WWE, I don't think his work rate has been very good. And I know how much money he's getting paid to work a very easy schedule. And, it's just, it is what it is, but it's what it is ain't great. So that's kind of the way I feel about Brock too. So yeah, again, I'm going to be happy. I'm going to be surprised, pleasantly surprised if Big Show wins. I'm going to go with Brock Lesnar, but I'm going to be pleasantly surprised if Big Show wins the match. Because I'm a Big Show fan. Let's go to the title match.
Yay.
Randall Orton versus John Cena.
Randall
Orton. So we got Randy Orton defending the WWE World Heavyweight Championship against John Cena for the 80th time.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Something like that. It's been...
It is what it is, I suppose.
Yeah.
Again, what it is ain't great.
It isn't great.
I think, I don't know, I can't explain really articulately why I'm so bored with this feud other than the fact, not even that they've done it before. Like, how many fucking times did Ric Flair and Dusty Rhodes wrestle for the title? It doesn't, or Ric Flair and Ricky Steamboat, but it didn't matter because it was always interesting.
That was what I was going to say. It was always interesting. This is not. It's complete and utter horse shit.
Right. It's just, it's the same thing. It's the same thing over and over and over again. And again, like I kind of said earlier, John Cena is an afterthought right now in Randy Orton's title picture.
Right.
Like, yeah, they've got this match, but they've been teasing Orton Brock, Orton Batista. Like, they didn't just tease Orton Batista. They basically smeared it on their dicks and rubbed it in our faces.
Yeah.
Because they had them in the ring at the same time. So they're basically just like, hey, guess what? This is next. So Orton Batista, maybe Batista wins the Royal Rumble. We'll get to that in a few minutes. But they're basically saying, like, no, Orton Batista, Orton Batista, Orton Batista. So, okay, well, what about Orton Cena? No, shut up, Orton Batista.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, but what about John Cena? No, shut up, Orton Batista. So it's like, okay.
Yeah.
So as far as I'm concerned, and it's kind of, Cody kind of echoes it here in the chat stream, he says Orton's retaining. I think the writing's on the wall for Orton to retain.
I don't want him to, though.
I know.
He doesn't do anything.
I know.
He's like The Rock. He comes out every night. Granted, he doesn't sing because if he fucking sung, I would have turned off the TV long ago.
Exactly.
But wrestle.
Yes.
Don't just stand out there and bitch about everything.
Right. Hug your titles.
Yeah.
And just be
hug
like,
your titles. These are mine.
Nobody understands me.
Nobody knows.
The trouble I've seen. Glory, hallelujah. That was, I believe, one of the great podcast moments we have ever had. That was great. Nobody knows. Shit, that was awesome.
But yeah.
Oh, that was so good.
I don't want him to see.
I can't get over how good that was.
I don't want him to retain.
So you want Cena to have the belt again?
At least he will do something with it.
Well, I suppose you'd at least see him wrestle.
Yeah.
Because anything you can say about Cena, you can't say the dude doesn't wrestle. So like he's like on Raw, and he's just like, all right, fuck it, let's go. I'm not a good wrestler, but I'll do it a lot. So it's like, well, I suppose you get points for that. Yeah, I think just going by the internal fan in me, I would like to see Cena win. I honestly just think Orton retains and continues to be those like sniveling little. You can't even call him a corporate champion because he's really not.
No,
the corporation is just like, the authority is just like, what's the storyline? fucking Sin Cara and Los Matadores, fucking fine. Let's stick our noses in that for a second. Why? Reasons. Like, it doesn't... To me, the Authority has made no sense in a long time, because it's like, okay, well, what do they do? Well, okay, well, why are they involved in this? What's the point of this? Where does A get to B and then on to C? Like, what's the point of them being there? Yeah. And it's like, shut up, Triple H needs to be on TV. And it's like, no,
they go right from A and then skip right down to fucking M.
Yeah, exactly.
And then possibly go back to D.
It's like, we're just gonna fuck it. We're just gonna jump around. It's Raw. You'll watch it. It's like, oh god. Have you looked at your ratings lately? Although, did you see what the ratings were for the Batista comeback show?
I have not.
Big numbers.
Big.
It started. It was almost 6 mil.
Really?
Early, which is a real good number for Raw. And then it dropped down to like 5.5. Then it dropped down to under 5 by the end of the show. So it was like,
of course, everybody's like,
tuned in to see Batista come back.
Oh, for sure.
And then once he came back, they're like, all right, what else is on? Like, so it's like, ooh, clearly you didn't have
Batista
something.
Batista comes back, and then back to the old 3-act structure.
Yeah, exactly. Speaking of Batista, before we throw down official predictions on that title match, what the fuck is up with the skinny jeans?
What do you mean?
Dude was rocking skinny jeans like fucking Cobra huggers.
Really?
Like, he was, oh god, yeah.
I wasn't looking at his pants.
How could you not? They take up 2/3 of them. He's long, like he's long-legged, right? Like he's got a short torso.
Yeah.
He's almost stumpy, but like, it's a funny word. But in any case, yeah, the dude was definitely rocking like nut huggers, like real fucking tight skinny jeans, and this fucking gay muscle shirt. I don't like saying that either, but it was just like, that muscle shirt is tight. And it's just like, wow, you look like you've been sunning on a beach in Cancun for literally 3 years, and then just decided, okay, maybe it's time to come back. Dude was rocking the tight pants.
Did you notice that he had a lot of Arnold Schwarzenegger's "I'm back"?
He did. That promo was not good.
It was horrible.
I did not like that promo one little bit. And I feel bad, because I think Batista's got a good promo in him, but that wasn't it. Like, for your first promo in almost 4 years, that wasn't good, sir.
No.
That was not good at all. Okay. Official prediction time for the heavyweight title match. You're going John Cena?
Yes.
I'm going to go Randy Orton.
Knew you would.
Cody is also going Randy Orton. He said, I'll explain my reasoning when we get to the big match. Looks like it's time to talk about the big match. It's time to talk about the Royal Rumble. Royal Rumble, do. Royal Rumble, do. One of my favorite matches of the year. Yeah.
Okay.
I led right into that.
Hey.
Royal Rumble, one of my favorite matches of the year, tends to go close to an hour. So I'm hoping that's what we get out of this one too. Like, we're going to hopefully see this for at least an hour. The only thing that we know right now about the Rumble is who comes out first.
That we do.
That would be a Mr. Phil Brooks, otherwise known as Chicago-made Punk. CM Punk.
Or Chick Magnet.
Or Chick Magnet Punk, or Cookie Monster Punk.
But we know from his Best in the World DVD that it started out as the Chick Magnet.
Yeah, it started as Chick Magnet, but he's changed it like
he has
40 times. It means whatever.
It means whatever. And of course, he's from Chicago, so it's Chicago made. But he started out as Chick Magnets.
Yeah. Yes, the Chick Magnets. Chick Magnet Punk.
Yeah.
So we know he's coming out first by the word of the Authority, who once again decided to dip their dick into a storyline for reasons. So we know he's coming out first. And we also know who is officially declared for the Rumble. Now, this list has changed since we did our last show.
Yep.
Like, it's changed since we did the last show. A couple people are out, a couple more people are in. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to pull up the official list of official announced participants: Batista,
Okay.
Alberto Del Rio,
Okay.
Biggie Langston,
Okay.
The Miz,
Okay.
yeah, R-Truth,
Little Jimmy.
Little Jimmy. He's not even Little Jimmy anymore. Fucking Little Jimmy like died of cancer or something. Like
I've
it's
never seen him.
All right. Anyways, Little Jimmy was in the hospital for a while. Little Jimmy was getting chemo. That's terrible. Xavier Woods.
Okay.
Kofi Kingston. Of course, because they need somebody to do an acrobatic elimination save.
Yep.
Because he just does it every year. This time he's going to be walking on his ears. He doesn't even have big ears. I don't know where that came from. Cody Rhodes.
Yep.
Goldust.
Yep.
Rey Mysterio. Fun. I can't even do it right. Fandango. Do. CM Punk, of course, again, as we said, number one. The Shield, all three members of the Shield, Ambrose, Rollins, and Reigns. And this is where the new stuff has come out. Luke Harper and Eric Rowan, the other two members of the Wyatt family.
Mm-hmm.
Damian Sandow, and Jimmy and Jey Uso. If you count up, that's 20. 20 out of 30 means that there's a lot of room for people to show up. Again, this is 20 out of 30 the night before the event.
Right.
So there's a lot of room for people to show up.
Two big predictions.
Shoot.
Stone Cold and Triple and Hi.
If fucking Triple H shows up in the Rumble,
try.
I might turn it off.
Yeah. Stone Cold and I'm going to say possibly Shawn Michaels. Hell, Stephanie McMahon.
Stephanie McMahon enters the Royal Rumble. I would love to. You know who I'd love to see in the Rumble? AJ Lee, because I think it would be funny as balls. Because she's so tiny. She's tiny compared to the women wrestlers. I would just love to see her get in the ring, and it's like, Great Khali is over here. Fucking Luke Harper's over here. These big dudes, right? And she's just skipping around the ring. And then she like eliminates herself or some shit. If it was a Rumble with 40 people in it, then I'd be okay with seeing it. But like where there's only 30, I'm like, don't take up a spot. Would still be kind of funny. If a woman's going to be in the show, I think I'd like it to be her. But,
of course.
Again, as we said on last week's show, a lot of people leaning towards DDP. A lot of people leaning towards Jake the Snake. A lot of people towards Jericho.
Jericho, yeah.
Although Jericho has said left, right, and center he's not going to be there. But he said that before. A lot of people leaning RVD. So there's a lot of speculation about who could actually show up.
Hello.
So again, let's take a peek at who. Okay, before we start picking like who's going to win.
Okay.
Let's pick who we know is absolutely not going to win.
Who's
let's
not going to win?
Let's knock the fodder out.
Well, we know R-Truth is not going to win.
Well, let's start from the bottom of the list here.
Okay.
Jey Uso gone.
Yeah.
Jimmy Uso gone. Damian Sandow.
I can see him going for a little bit.
Yeah, I can see him being in it for a bit.
But gone.
He's gone for you. I'm going to give him like the slightest, like a fucking 1% chance.
Really?
Only if John Cena wins the title match. Because you got to have a heel, right? Like,
right.
You basically got to have a heel. Unless you're going to go John Cena, Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania, which I'd be okay with that. But if you were going to go that way, then that's when you can sort of do face versus face. But in any case, so Sandow, I'm going to give like 1%. Like there's a chance, but it's a bit of a convoluted chance. Eric Rowan gone.
Yep.
Luke Harper gone. Roman Reigns. I'm going to keep Roman Reigns around. Seth Rollins gone.
Yep.
Dean Ambrose. I'm going to keep Dean Ambrose around.
So we're keeping the Shield.
2 of the 3 members of the Shield.
3 of the... Okay.
Because Seth Rollins, I love Seth Rollins. Like, his stuff that he did as Tyler Black in Ring of Honor is phenomenal stuff.
Yeah.
But WWE has no idea how to use Seth Rollins. So, as far as I'm concerned, Seth is gone, but the other 2 Shield members I'm going to keep around maybe about 5%. there's an avenue that they could take there. So
Right.
it's a thin avenue, but it's there. CM Punk, I'm keeping around. I know he's entering
we're
first,
keeping him around.
but I think he's
For
entering
sure.
first for a reason.
Yes.
So we're going to keep him around. I wouldn't be surprised to see Punk in the final 8.
Oh, for
To
sure.
be honest.
I can see him go, like him being around for almost all.
Yeah.
If not for all.
There are only a few guys in the company that I think could go wire to wire right now, and Punk's one of them.
Yeah.
Fandango, gone.
Gone.
Mysterio, 1%. Because there's been no build to it whatsoever, but he's won the Rumble before, so I'll go 1%. There's like a chance. It's no chance that's what you got. But I'm going to say he's got like a percent. It's like that. We haven't used much percent at this point.
No, we haven't.
We've used like 12. Gold Dust, I'm going to say gone. And
I can't even give him.
Can't even give him a percent there.
No.
Cody, only if the tag team is starting to disintegrate.
If they lose the tag team champions,
Right.
then I could possibly give him maybe 2%.
Right.
2%.
It's like, it's there.
It's just like, okay, you're coming out, maybe, like you said, this is the starting of the feud, like
Right.
Cody puts Goldust over the top rope, and yeah, but it is what it is.
Yeah, so it's a very small shot.
Yeah.
Kofi Kingston, gone. I'm sorry. WWE has no idea what to do with Kofi
They
Kingston.
don't know what to do with him, but I can see him being in for a few eliminations.
Yeah, fair enough.
I mean, it's not going to be like gone right away.
No, it's not going to be fucking Santino Marella.
He's a good worker.
Yeah, he is, for sure. Xavier Woods, gone. I
Yeah.
can see him maybe Woods like eliminates Fandango or something stupid and then gets eliminated by like Miz.
Yeah.
Or just white noise. It's nothing more than that.
Right.
But you know what? Give the kid an elimination in the Rumble. Why not? You know there's a bunch of guys that's going to get eliminated anyway. Give him one. Let the fans be like, oh, cool. And then like fucking Maven. The 1 year way back in the day when Maven eliminated The Undertaker. Like, give him that. Why not? Because the crowd popped. They're like, holy shit, we didn't see that coming. So fucking who knows? Give Xavier Woods an elimination. Fucking why not? R-Truth, gone. Miz, gone.
Yeah.
I you know what? I hope Miz comes out number 2.
Yeah.
Punk comes out number 1. Miz comes out number 2. Punk just eliminates him in like 10 seconds. And then just sits in the middle of the ring for a minute and a half.
That would be actually pretty epic.
I think it'd be pretty funny. But in any case, yes, Miz definitely gone. Big E Langston, I'm going to say in the context of this match, gone. I don't think there's any real avenue for Big E Langston with everybody else that is in the title picture. I don't think there's an avenue for Big E Langston to get up there. I don't think he's at that point yet. So we're going to have to say gone on him, I think.
Okay.
I don't even think we can give him a percent.
No.
Alberto Del Rio, 20%.
You're going to go that high with him?
I'm going to go that high with Alberto Del Rio. I say Del Rio has a 1 in 5 shot. I think Del Rio is in the final 4.
For the names that we see right now,
yes,
I tend to agree with you.
Yeah,
but
I doubt we'll see him win the whole thing, because if he does, you know, they've got to go a certain direction with it.
Yeah,
which I don't know that they'll do. In the context of the names that are here, I could honestly see Del Rio being in the final 4. WWE is higher on Del Rio than a lot of the fans are.
Right.
Because Del Rio, to me, is boring. But I could see the final 4, including Alberto Del Rio. Batista. I give Batista all of my other percents. I'm going with Batista to win the Rumble.
Are you?
I think it only makes sense. I think he comes back. I think the only reason that he has come back is that they're going to have him win the Rumble and then probably have him win the belt. at Mania.
I don't want it to be that predictable, though.
Neither do I. And this is the problem. This is the fucking world that we live in, sir, and it sucks. Because there are so many goddamn dirt sheets. So many goddamn dirt sheets. And I hate them because it takes the fun out of wrestling. Like, I love not knowing what's going to happen.
Mm.
And, like, because to me that's fun. It's like it's fun to speculate on or prognosticate, if you will. It's fun. It's fun to do it that way. But when you read the dirt sheets, or when the dirt sheets, with how accessible the dirt sheets have become, there's like people just post them everywhere, and it's like, oh my god, look at this shit, and they give it away right in the title. Like, Chris Jericho's going to be at the Rumble. You're like, well, fuck. That robs me of that surprise. Sons of bitches, and you can't escape it. So I fucking hate dirt sheets. That's just my rant on dirt sheets. But I think Batista, of the names that have been announced, would have to be the way that I would have to go with it. Like let's do it this way.
Okay.
Of the names that are already announced, give me your final four.
My final four?
Yep. If the final four of the Rumble came from these 20 names, give me your final four.
CM Punk, Dean Ambrose,
okay,
Roman Reigns,
right,
and oh boy,
yeah,
you
feel like you're gonna screw somebody.
I do, and you're asking me to put together like a dream match with the names provided here.
Yeah.
And you got to think who would work so awesomely together. And I want to give the last name out as Daniel Bryan.
Oh, no, but that's just of the names are. Oh, yeah,
and,
fair enough.
I can't because it's not in the name list.
Fucking can't do it.
Oh, Jesus.
Sorry, man.
I don't know, Fandango.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus fuck.
God damn.
I'm so pissed off that I can't say Daniel Bryan. You know what? I'm going to go with it. Fandango.
Right. Fandango. There you go. Of the names that have been released here, I think my final four goes Batista, Del Rio, Mysterio, and because again, I don't think it's going to be Punk. I think Punk makes the final 8, but I think he gets eliminated between the final 8 and the final 4. I'm going to give my 4th spot to Reigns. I think this might be the time when they start pushing Roman Reigns.
You know what? Screw Fandango. We'll put in Batista.
All right. No, you have to stay with Fandango. No, that makes sense. Let's end this off with, because we're over an hour already. If you could pick one name, I'm only going to let you pick one name before we officially predict who we think's going to win.
Okay.
One name that is with the company right now, but is not on that list, besides Daniel Bryan, because we all know Daniel Bryan's what you would say. Somebody that's with the company right now, but is not on that list, that you would like to see show up. And by with the company, I mean on the active roster.
On the active roster. Okay.
Because I believe there is a right answer for this.
Do you?
I do.
There's a right answer and there's a wrong answer. And
well, the wrong answer is everything that's not the right answer. I'm such a dick. And that was Nick's tum-tum rumbling.
Oh, God. Why do you hate me?
I you know what? I don't mean to hate you. I really don't.
Daniel Bryan.
All right. You know what? I'm gonna let you get away with it because he's not on the list and he really should be, and chances are he's probably gonna be. So I'll let you get away with Daniel Bryan.
Better.
Do you want to know what my right answer was?
What is your right answer?
I'm here to show the world. Ziggler. Ziggler's not on that list.
Ziggles is not on the list.
I know he's got a concussion, and I don't know if he's like fully healed from the concussion.
When does he not have a concussion?
Well, Ryback fucked him up royal though. Like Ryback botched like a motherfucker and gave Ziggler a concussion with his fucking clothesline.
Is that any surprise?
No, because Ryback's a fucking tool and a fucking tomato can. But exactly. You know what?
What does that even mean? A tomato can.
He's a tomato can. You never heard that phrase before?
No.
He's a tomato can. He's a fucking jobber. He's a glorified jobber who only beats up other jobbers.
Okay, I don't get it.
Learn your.
Apparently,
get your fucking monster manual out, fucker.
A jobber that squashes other jobbers.
Yes,
so
but he's still,
jobber is like a tomato.
Yes, a jobber is a tomato that gets stepped on, and then the contents are put into a can.
Which Ryback is.
Can we get off this topic now?
No, because I generally want to know. You said pull out my definition of my big boy dictionary, and I'm like, what the hell is this? Explain it to me.
That's basically what it is, though. It's basically just a tomato can.
Okay.
There's a bunch of squished up tomatoes under your feet that gets put into a can.
They're made of soup?
Yes, basically.
Soup can.
Soup can. Tomato soup. Ryback sucks is what I'm trying to say.
Why couldn't you just say that? We all would have known what you were talking about. Well, the smart people already know.
Exactly.
And then you have somebody over here, which is like, what the fuck is soup?
Why are we talking about soup? Stop talking about
I
street.
like soup, but god damn it, does Ryback like soup? Is that why he's always hungry? I don't know.
That's why he's always eating. Because he doesn't eat anything but soup. From his own crushed tomatoes.
In a can.
Seasoned with the blood of jobbers.
Oh boy.
What? I wouldn't be surprised to see fucking Ryback show up in the Rumble. Ugh.
Woo woo woo.
Woo woo. Yeah, you know what? Zack Ryder would probably end up being good fodder for the Rumble.
Yep.
He comes out and gets eliminated in probably 15, 20 seconds. But hey, he had his moment. He got to run out and be like, I'm going to win it. And then he, oh, God damn it. I just want to push. Where's my push? Fucking Sandow got a push. Why can't I get a push? Is my push around the corner? What do I have to do? Whose dick do I got to suck to get a push?
And here's your tomato soup.
Mine. So wow. That led us down a dangerous stream of consciousness where we just kind of talk. Cody's just sitting there like, what the fuck is going on?
How did they stray away from the Royal Rumble this friggin'
They're
much?
talking about tomato soup.
Are they smoking something over there?
Not yet.
What's going on?
Maybe on a later podcast, but not yet.
But not yet.
Not yet. So I think, of the people that we know is going to be in the Rumble, I honestly think my prediction's going to be Batista. I think that's just, I don't know, that's just the way that I got it. That's my feels right now. That's my feels. If Cody, who brought the meth, if they really wanted to surprise us, they would go with one of the members of the Shield. Whoever they were ready to give that push to. Logically, to me, I think it's Reigns.
You think Reigns?
I think Reigns because I think, again, they don't know what to do with Rollins. And Ambrose has the U.S. title and everything like that. Like, his time's going to come later. I think they can give Roman Reigns that push now. So WWE is still capable of surprising me. I don't think it's going to happen, but they're still capable of it. And that's kind of what matters. What about you, sir?
Who's going to win it?
Who's going to win?
Who's going to win it? Well, always, I would love to see Punk go.
Oh, wire to wire? Oh, yeah.
That to me, and I mean, I know he can do it. Like we said before, there's few people in the company that could probably go the full 1 hour
Right.
wrestling, and that's like Punk and Bryan and
Right.
a couple more. Who would I like to see win it? And I think I said this the last time.
Okay.
Dean Ambrose.
Ambrose?
Yeah.
Right on. You give your justification. I'm going to go put more wood in the fire.
Are you?
Or just talk about TCW because that's what you made me do.
Hey now, you're the excellent one for talking about TCW. No, I've always liked Dean Ambrose from day one. From in ring to just his promos that he cuts, he's to me very interesting.
So you think Ambrose?
Yes.
All right, Ambrose. You know what? Ambrose is a good choice. I think Ambrose has the potential to be a big star in this company. He's got the potential to be one of the company's top heels because he's been a heel his whole career and he's a great heel. So I think there's a lot of potential there. Does it happen this year? Maybe not, but I think there's definitely the potential there for him to be a top heel. So you're going to go with Ambrose. I'm going to go with Batista. We're Splitsville on the title match.
Yep.
We're Splitsville on Brock and Big Show.
Yep.
We're both on Cody and Goldust to retain the tag titles.
Yep.
And we're both on Daniel Bryan to beat Bray Wyatt. No, we're both on Bray Wyatt to beat Daniel. Which way did we go on that match? I can't remember anymore.
I was Wyatt.
Yeah. Okay, sorry. So we're both on Bray Wyatt to beat Daniel Bryan. Sorry about that, folks. Yeah, that's right, because we thought if Bryan beat him, then that's the end of the feud. Right? Right. Yeah. This has been a bit of a cluster, hasn't it? It's been a little fucky, but we got through it.
I guess.
We did good. Well, good. Let's not go nuts.
We didn't have energy drinks.
It's true. We didn't have energy drinks.
One of the things that is different from this podcast. From any other podcast that we did or have done or are going to be done.
Yes.
We've either had energy drinks or booze.
Yes, blame it on the no energy
luscious
drink.
Booze. And now we have Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola. The special Coca-Cola.
Refreshing.
The kind that's actually the old kind that actually had Coke in it.
Not cold.
Not overly cold. It's a little chilly. It's a little chilly down here.
Isn't made with the throwback real sugar.
Or the throwback real cocaine.
It's just not motivating me.
That's true. Fair enough. Ladies and gentlemen, I think that's going to be it for us for episode number 19 of the Last Fan Standing Wrestling Podcast. One more time, Royal Rumble goes down tomorrow night. Make 100% sure that you get on and you watch that. It's one of the biggest shows of the year. Nick's headphones keep falling down at him, attacking him for taking them off of his head. Make sure you watch the Royal Rumble tomorrow night, folks. Going to be a great show. That is it for us. I am Justin.
And I'm apparently Nick.
You're apparently Nick?
Yes.
You're also apparently low life, just like the rest of us.
Low life, no definition.
No tomato can.
Tomato can Nick.
Tomato can Nick. New nickname has been established. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening to episode 19 of Last Fan Standing. We're going to see you again next week for a new episode of No Holds Barred.
Yay. That's all I can say is
way
yay.
to be excited, sir.
Whoa!
There you go. See, we needed a little extra hype. All right, folks.
Holy crap, look at that.
Sorry about blowing your speakers out. We will see you next week.
We love you long time.